Hi everyone. Today I am going to solve exercise 8.2 from the chapter Introduction to Trigonometry. And once you by heart the table values, that means once you by hearted the values of trigonometric ratios on angles 0, 30, 45 and 60, it is very simple to solve this kind of question. But why I am doing a video like this, because some students are or some students are making some problems with they don't know how to subtract two rational number, they don't know how to add two rational number, they don't know even how to multiply two rational number. So that kind of simple arrays, we have to clarify that kind of simple arrays. That's why I'm doing a video like this, and you just go through my video and please try to learn how to solve this kind of question. And I told you this kind of questions as very important, because these all are preparation for our board exam, and these kind of questions comes under section C, that means 3 mark weightage question. So these questions are very important. So let me try to solve only the difficult question. I will leave simple question, let me try to solve the difficult question. Okay. So this is the first question I am going to solve. So I have to find out the value of 2 tan square 45 plus cos square 30 minus sin square 60. It is very simple to solve. So in order to solve this question, I have to know what is the value of tan 45. I have to know what is the value of cos 30 and sin 60 we need. So once you by hearted the table, it is very simple. Otherwise, you can draw two triangles. You know that two triangles, and by seeing that two triangle also, you can substitute the values. And you know these are the two triangles, isn't it? First triangle, it's an isosceles right triangle with the ratios 1:1:2, and second is a right triangle with angle 90, 60, 30, and it is ratio is 1:√3:2. And let me come to the problem. 2 tan 45, so I need the value of tan 45. What is the value of tan 45? From this triangle, it is very simple. Choose this angle tan 45. So tan 45 is opposite by adjacent. That means opposite to this 45 is 1, adjacent to this 45 is 1, so 1 by 1 is 1, so tan 45 is 1. So we need the value of tan 45. Then what we need more? Cos 30 I need more. So what is the value of cos 30? From this triangle you can identify the value of cos 30. This is angle 30, and cos, since it is cos 30, adjacent by hypotenuse, that means √3 by 2. So the value of cos 30 is √3 by 2. And sin 60, this is angle 60, and sin 60 is opposite by hypotenuse, that means √3 by 2. So isn't it? Yes. So sin 60 is equal to √3 by 2 again, and then substitute everything there. So since the problem is 2 tan square 45 plus cos square 30 minus sin square 60, substitute everything. So 2 into, it is tan square 45. We know tan 45 is 1, so tan square 45 is its square, that means 1 square. So 2 into 1 square plus cos square 30. Cos 30 is √3 by 2, so cos square 30 means √3 by 2 square. And sin square 60 is √3 by 2, so sin square 60 is √3 by 2 square again, isn't it? And see √3 by 2 all square minus √3 by 2 all square. See, it will get cancelled now, because you know x minus x is 0. Just when you subtract two same time, you will get the result as 0. So no need to bother about this. And what will remain? 2 into 1 square. 2 into 1 square is 2. So see, very simple. We got the answer as 2. See, our next problem is 5 cos square 60 plus 4 6 square 30 minus tan square 45 divided by sin square 30 plus cos square 30. I already told you I will select only difficult problem, and it seems it is I cannot say this is difficult, but let me try to solve this question. And 5 into we need cos 60. What is the value of cos 60? From the triangle, it is very simple to find out the value of cos 60. Cos 60 is adjacent by hypotenuse, that means this is 60, so adjacent is 1, hypotenuse 2, so cos 60 is 1 by 2, so cos square 60 is 1 by 2 square. Are you following me? Plus 4 into, then we need sec square 30. In order to find out sec square 30, we need sec 30. So this is 30. And what is sec 30? Sec 30 is hypotenuse by adjacent. So 2 by √3. So 2 by √3 square minus tan 45. In the last problem, we understood tan 45 is 1. So tan square 45 is 1 square. And what is sin square 30? Sin square 30. See, See, denominator is sin square 30 plus cos square 30, and this is angle 30. So sin 30 is opposite by hypotenuse, that is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 square plus what is cos square 30? Cos square 30, this is 30, so cos 30 is root 3 by 2 adjacent by hypotenuse. So cos square 30 is root 3 by 2 all square. You may following me. So 5 into what is 1 by 2 square? 1 by 2 square is 1 square 2 square, that means 1 by 4. Apply this square for numerator and denominator. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, plus 4 into what is 2 square? 4. What is root 3 square? 3, minus 1 square is 1, divided by, again apply square for numerator and denominator, so it become 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. You may following me. And see, what is 5 into 1 by 4? 5 into 1 by 4 is 5 by 4, because 5 into 1 is 5, plus what is 4 into 4? It is 16, no? 16 by 3 minus 1 divided by, what is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4? Since the denominators are same, just write that. Add the numerator. 1 plus 3 is 4. So 4 by 4. So you may understood that much. So since 4 by 4 is 1, denominator becomes 1. So no need to concentrate in denominator because it came as 1. So think about the numerator. So 5 by 4 plus 16 by 3 minus 1. And see, now we have to solve that. In order to solve this, if you want, you can apply cross multiplication. In order to apply cross multiplication, you can consider 2 at a time. Otherwise, you can use LCM. That means make the denominator same. Make the denominator same. So in order to make the, I'm going to use the second method. I'm going to make the denominators are same. In order to do that, one I'm going to write it as 1 by 1. Any problem? And I'm going to make the total. Here the denominator is 4. Here the denominator is 3. And here the denominator is 1. As your wish, you can follow. This is my way of style. And you know, I'm going to make the denominator as 12. So in order to make the denominator as 12, I have to multiply here with 3. So here also with in order to make the denominator as 12, here I multiplied with 3. So here also with 3. And here I am going to multiply with 4. Then only I can make the denominator as 12. And here I need to multiply with 12, isn't it? So the advantage is now the denominator become 12. See, 4 into 3 is 12. 3 into 4 is 12, 1 into 12 is 12. So just write at the denominator common because it came as equal, no? And what is 5 into 3? 15. Plus what is 16 into 4? 16 into 4 is 64. Minus, see, minus. What is 1 into 12? 12. Because denominator, if denominator came as common, just write the denominator once and operate the numerators. And the denominator is 12 and just operate the numerator. So numerator becomes 79 minus 12 by 12. That means 67 by 12. We will get the sharp answer, and the same answer is there in the back side of your textbook. So we got the same answer, 67 by 12. Okay. And if you want, you can apply cross multiplication. I think if you apply cross multiplication, it will take a little more time. So sometimes LCM is better, far better. Next time I'm going to solve this question. Sin 30 plus tan 45 minus cosec 60 divided by sec 30 plus cos 60 plus cot 45. In order to solve that, we need to substitute the values first. What is the value of sin 30? Sin 30, the value is 1 by 2. From the table also you can identify that. I'm using a table. See, first of all, when you start solve a problem, you can draw the two tables at the right side, and by seeing that table you can find out the all values, and otherwise you have to substitute by heart. And value of tan 45 is 1, and what the value of cosec 60, the value is 2 by root 3, isn't it? 2 by root 3. Okay. And what is the value of sec 30? Sec 30 is 2 by root 3 again. Plus what is the value of cos 60? Cos 60 is 1 by 2. And what is the value of cot 45? Cot 45 was 1. So we substitute every values. When you substitute, please substitute the right values. Don't make any mistakes here, because once you made a mistake, the remaining all the things are going to be a wrong answer. So you are supposed to be very careful while solving problem. And listen, You may have a temptation to cancel this term and this term. Don't do like this, because see, it is not multiplication throughout. So we cannot be all the terms are separate terms. So if the terms are separate, we cannot cancel. So just consider the numerator, solve it separately. Consider the denominator, simplify it separately. That is only one trick we can use here. And here I'm going to use cross multiplication, because here the denominator is root 3. It is a little bit harder. Otherwise you can use LCM also. Anyway, let me use cross multiplication this time. So 1 into 1 is 1, plus 2 into 1 is 2, by 2 into 1 is 2. Then minus 2 by root 3 as it is. And the denominator is, it is 2 by root 3. Let me keep it as it is. And here I am going to use cross multiplication. When I cross multiply, 1 into 1 is 1, plus 2 into 1 is 2, by 2 into 1 is 2. You may understood, isn't it? And you just see now, here 3 by 2 minus 2 by root 3, by 2 by root 3 plus 3 by 2. We got that much, no? Isn't it? And what is 3 by 2 minus 2 by root 3? We have to simplify numerator and denominator separately. So let me cross multiply both numerator and denominator. When you cross multiply on numerator, it becomes 3 into root 3 is 3 root 3. Then minus 2 into 2 is 4, divided by, what is 2 into root 3? 2 root 3, divided by, again when you cross multiply here, 2 into 2 is 4, plus 3 into root 3 is 3 root 3, divided by 2 into root 3 is 2 root 3. And now you can cancel this 2 root 3 and 2 root 3. And what will remain? 3 root 3 minus 4, divided by 4 plus 3 root 3. So we may think that this may be the final answer, but this answer is not matching with our textbook backside answer, because you just see here the denominator is an irrational number. See, we have to rationalize. You know how to rationalize the denominator. So we are supposed to rationalize the denominator, then we will get the correct answer. So once again I am repeating, if the denominator is an irrational number, you are supposed to rationalize it. So in order to rationalize it, you have to multiply both numerator and denominator with its conjugate. This is 4 plus 3 root 3. So you have to multiply with 4 minus 3 root 3. All the things are very important. And you are supposed to multiply both numerator and denominator with its conjugate. And that means numerator becomes 3 root 3 minus 4 into 4 minus 3 root 3, isn't it? And denominator becomes 4 plus 3 root 3 into 4 minus 3 root 3. That become a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. That means 4 square minus 3 root 3 square. So just open the bracket. 3 root 3 into 4 is 12 root 3, minus, what is 3 root 3 into 3 root 3? 3 into 3 is 9, and root 3 into root 3 is 3. You may understood. Minus, what is 4 into 4? 16. And see, then I have to multiply in this way. Minus in minus become plus. What is 4 into 3 root 3? It becomes 12 root 3. You may understood. Divide by, denominator becomes 16 minus 3 square is 9 into root 3 square is 3. You must be very careful. And so it becomes 12 root 3 minus 27 minus 16 plus 12 root 3 divided by 16 minus 27. So what is 12 root 3 plus 12 root 3? That is 24 root 3 minus, so you may understood. So 12 root 3 plus 12 root 3 is 24 root 3. And you just see minus 27 minus 16 is minus 43. Divided by 16 minus 27 is minus 11. And you can stop here. But if you want to make, if you're ready to make a little more change, you will get the sharp answer as in the textbook. Do you want to see that? That means in the textbook the denominator is plus 11 instead of minus 11. If you're stopping here, you will get complete mark, no problem. But in order to make make this answer as in the form of the textbook answer, in the textbook it is plus 11. So what I'm going to do is, whenever you see a minus b, you can write a minus b as b minus a by keeping a minus outside. So please remember, if you want to change a minus b as b minus a minus b is nothing but minus of b minus a minus b is nothing but minus of b minus a. That means 1 minus 2, you can write minus of 2 minus 1. Are you following me? So just like that, 24 root 3 minus 43, you can write it as minus, just take outside, then you can write it as 43 minus 24 root 3 divided by minus 11. Then minus and minus will get cancelled. We will get the correct answer as in the textbook. See, our next question is, what is the value of 2 tan 30 divided by 1 plus tan square 30? 4 options are given: sin 60, cos 60, tan 60, sin 30. Don't get confused. This is very simple, but in a different way they used to ask this question. And anyway, let me solve the problem. 2 tan 30 divided by 1 plus tan square 30. 2 into, what is tan 30? What is tan 30? Tan 30 is 1 by root 3, isn't it? 1 by root 3. You can use the triangle again. 1 plus, what is tan square 30? If tan 30 is 1 by root 3, tan square 30 will become 1 by root 3 square. See, let me remind you one thing. I forgot to remind you one thing. If the question is out of 3 mark, if you are ready to do this much, that means nothing in that. Once you by heart the table, everyone can do this much. Once you do this much, you will get nicely 1.5 or 2 mark maybe. So that is the advantage of maths. Then it becomes 2 into 1 by root 3 means 2 by root 3 divided by 1 plus 1 by root 3 square means 1 square is 1, root 3 square is 3. So it means 2 by root 3 divided by, just cross multiply, it becomes 4 by 3. You may understood, isn't it? 3 plus 4 by 3. So then 2 by root 3 into 3 by 4. You may understood, when you divide a rational number, by another rational number, just write the numerator rational number as it is. Then you can change the division sign into multiplication. Then just take the inverse. That means multiplication by using its reciprocal, isn't it? So it become, you can cancel this 2 and 4, isn't it? So 1 by 2 will come. So 1 into 3 is 3 and 2 into root 3 is 2 root 3. And now you just see, can you cancel this root 3 and 3? That means this 3, can I write it as root 3 square? Denominator as it is 2 root 3. You may understood, 2 by root 3 by 4 by 3, you can multiply with its reciprocal. And after that I used to cancel in this way. So I got 1 into 3 is 3, that root 3 into 2 is 2 root 3. So then in order to simplify it little more, I'm going to write 3 as root 3 square, because root 3 square is nothing but 3, no? 3 you can replace as root 3 square. Then you can cancel this root 3 and 1 root 3 in this. So answer we got root 3 by 2. Final answer we got root 3 by 2, because root 3 square by 2 root 3. I am replacing 3 by root 3 square, because root 3 square is nothing but 3. Root 3 square is 3, because you know that root x square is x, okay. Then you can cancel, since it is root 3 square means root 3 into root 3. So you can cancel this root 3 and 1 root 3 among this root 3 square. Then final answer we will get root 3 by 2. You may understand. And now we just see the option. Root 3 by 2 is not there. But what is the value of sin 60? Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. See, that means the answer for this question is sin 60, because sin 60 is root 3 by 2. When we simplify this question, we got root 3 by 2, and sin 60 is nothing but root 3 by 2, and the exact correct answer is sin 60. And next I'm going to solve this question. Sin 2a is equal to 2 sin a is true for a is equal to 0 and a is equal to 0. Where is the question? And okay, sin 2a is equal to 2 sin a is true for first option 0, then true for when a is equal to, okay, this expression is true for when a is equal to, first option is 0, second option is 30, third option is 45, last option is 60. That means I'm going to substitute the value of a as 0. Then I'm going to check whether this expression is satisfying. If that is not satisfying, you can substitute the value of a as 30. That means when you substitute, you can substitute these 4 values for a. And which value will hold this expression, that will be the correct answer. That means, for example, if I am going to check with the 30, that means I am going to substitute a as 30. So what is our expression? Sine 2a is equal to 2 sine a. I am going to check what is sine 2a. Sine 2a means sine 2 into a I given as 30, no? So sine 2 into 30. That means sine 60. What is sine 60 value? Sine 60 value is root 3 by 2. Okay. And so LHS is over. And what is RHS? 2 sine a. 2 sine a means 2 sine. RHS is 2 sine. LHS we solved, we got root 3 by 2. And what is RHS? 2 sine a. That means 2 sine into a. A is nothing but 30, no? That means 2 into sine 30. That means 2 into what is sine 30? Sine 30 value is 1. Sine 31 value is 1 by 2. So you can cancel these 2 and these 2. We will get the final answer as 1. But LHS we got root 3 by 2. RHS is 1. That means this expression is not holding. If the expression is holding, LHS should be equal to RHS. That means 30 is not the correct option. And let me check a is equal to 0. First option. First option is a is equal to 0. So then what LHS become? LHS is sine 2a. I have to check LHS and I have to check RHS. RHS is 2 sine a. That means sine 2 into LHS is sine 2a. Sine 2 into what is a? A is 0. So sine 2 into 0. That what is 2 into 0? 0. What is sine 0? 0. Sine 0 value is 0. Because from the table we know that sine 0 is 0. And what RHS says? 2 into sine a. That means 2 into sine a is 0. Sine 0 is 0. So 2 into 0 is 0. Now LHS and RHS become equal. And option A, first option A is equal to 0 is the correct answer. And this is the way how to check the validity of a statement. Very simple question. This question will come under 2 mark. Very important question also. See. Next is a type of important question. It says that if tan a plus b is equal to root 3 and tan a minus b is equal to 1 by root 3, then what is a and what is b? If tan a plus b is equal to root 3 and tan a minus b is equal to 1 by root 3, what is a and what is b? And this kind of question is there in example also. We solve that question, so many of the students can able to understand this question very easily. So what is the first condition? Tan a plus b is equal to root 3. What is the second condition? Tan a minus b is equal to 1 by root 3. We are supposed to calculate what is the value of a, what is the value of b. So you just see tan of something is equal to root 3. Then what will be that something? Tan of which will give you root 3 as value. So you can see the table. Tan of which will give you, take tan and tan of which will give you root 3. See, this is root 3 and tan of 60 is giving, see, this is root 3 and that specific angle is 60. That means tan of 60 is giving root 3. So tan of something is equal to root 3 means that something should be is equal to 60. That means a plus b is equal to 60, no? Because tan 60 is giving root 3. Then that a plus b or that specific thing should be 60. And tan of something is equal to 1 by root 3. Then what will be that something? What will be that something? Which tan of which angle is giving 1 by root 3? See the table. See the table. Table is in front of you. Tan of which is giving 1 by root 3. I need to get the value of 1 by root 3 and that angle is 30. That means that specific angle is 30. That means a minus b should be 30 degree. And let it be a first equation. Let it be a second equation. You can consider it as linear equation 2 variable. You know the reason, because in the place of a if it is x, in the place of b if it is y, it becomes x plus y is equal to 60 and x minus y is equal to 30. It becomes now it is a type of linear equation in 2 variable, and we usually learn linear equation 2 variable in terms of x and y, but this is in terms of a and b. That is only one difference. And just add these two equations, we will get the value of a and b. And when you add these two equations, what is a plus a? 2a. Plus b and minus b get cancelled. 60 plus 30 is 90. Then what will be the value of a? 45 degree. When you substitute the value of a in any one of the expression, we will get the value of b also. This is the answer for the question. Now I'm going to select a question from true or false section. That is the last section. The expression is state true or false, and expression is sin A plus B is equal to sin A plus sin B. That means they are asking that can we write sin A plus B as sin A plus sin B? How you can check? See, you just take an example. That means you can fix a value for A and B as your wish and check whether this condition is valid or not. How? I'm going to fix the value of A as I have to fix two values for A and B. This is just an example. I'm going to check this validity of this statement by using some values of A and B, by taking some values of A and B. For the time being, I'm going to take value of A as 30 and value of B as 90. When you select values, when you fix some angles for A and B, that should be the known angles, because we know the angles like 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. So choose some angles among them, and A is equal to 30 and B is equal to 90, or sorry, B is equal to 60. I am fixing B is equal to 60. So what is LHS? What LHS? Sin A plus B. That means sin A plus B. That means sin A plus B is 30 plus 60. What is that? Sin 90. What is value of sin 90? Sin 90 is 1. And what RHS? What is RHS? Sin A plus sin B. That means sin 30 plus sin 60. What is sin 30 plus sin 60? What is the value of sin 30? Sin 30 we know that it is 1 by 2. And what is sin 30 is 1 by 2. What is sin 60? It is root 3 by 2. So when you add, it becomes 1 plus root 3 by 2. Since the denominator is same, add the numerator, it becomes 1 plus root 3 by 2. And you just see, when I fix A as 30 and B as 60, see, what is the, if I selected B as 90, is it possible? Because sin A plus B becomes sin 30 plus 90, sin 120. We don't know the value of sin 120. That's why I cut this 90 and I made it as 60. That means, once again, let me come to the point. This is the expression. If this expression is true, this expression should hold for all values of A and B. Are you following me? If this expression is valid, it will hold for all values of A and B. So I'm going to check whether it will hold or not. So let me, for the time being, I'm going to select the value of A as 30 and B as 60. And you can calculate LHS side and RHS side, but it is not matching here. LHS came as 1 and RHS is some other values. It is not 1 anyway. Are you following me? That means for this particular value, this condition is spoiling, or this condition is not valid. That means this is a wrong statement. It will not hold for all angles. This is the way how to check the validity of a statement. Are you following? And you can choose your own examples as you wish. But that angles should be known angles. That means when you take A plus B, that should be a known angle. Since it is 90, sin 90 is 1. I know the value. If the sum, if A plus B is coming as 120, we don't know the value. So in that way, you have to fix angles. And see, you can see the second question in true and false. Second question, what the value of sin theta is increases as theta increases. That means it says that if theta increases, sin theta also increasing. That means theta is nothing but angle. If angle is increasing, sine of that angle of also increasing. See the table. See, this is angle 0, 30, 45. See, angle is in the order of increasing. Then see the value of sine. Sine is also increasing. 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. See, from 0 to 1, it is increasing. When angle is increasing, the value of sine also, it is increasing, 0 to 1. That means this is a correct statement. This is not a so important question. And let me choose another question. This is the last question, not the last question. And this is one question involved in true or false. And see, the statement says that sin theta is equal to cos theta for all theta. This statement is valid or not? Think about that. See, fix a value for theta as your wish. If you are going to fix theta as 45, what is LHS? LHS is sin theta. That means sin 45. What is the value of sin 45? 1 by root 2. Then what is RHS? Cos theta. That means cos 45. That is 1 by root 2. Are you following me? That means if in front of you is there any statement and you supposed to check its validity, that means you can fix any value for that angle as you wish. So I'm going to fix the value of theta as 45. When I fix theta as 45, I'm going to calculate sin theta, cos theta. If they are matching, no problem. See, sin 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So in the case of 45, it is matching. That means in the case of 45, LHS is equal to RHS. But if in the case of 45, it is satisfying, but that doesn't mean it will hold for all angles. Do you want to check? You just fix the angle as theta as 0. What is sines? That means sin theta I have to check, and also I have to check cos theta also. If you are fixing theta 0, it becomes sin 0. Sin 0 is 0, but cos 0 is 1. Now it is violating. That means this condition will hold for only some specific angles like 45, but it will not hold for all angles. It is holding here, but it is violating here. That means it is violating here. That means this condition is not valid for all angles. That means it is a wrong condition. It will hold only for some angles. If a statement is holding for only some angles, we cannot say that statement is valid statement. If a statement is valid, we have to make sure that it is holding for all angles. If it is violating in any one particular value, that condition is wrong. Are you following me?